Please take the time, pause the video, read this information before you get started. Right, I'm going to highlight the keywords to start with. James lives in Stamford. He is going to a meeting in York. So he starts here and he ends here. He'll travel from Stamford to Peterborough first, and then from Peterborough to York. On this timetable just here, we see he's going from Stamford to Peterborough, and then from Peterborough to York. This is the route he's going to take. It'll take James 30 minutes to walk from the station in York to his meeting. So from here, it's going to take an extra 30 minutes. And his meeting starts at 10 o'clock. Obviously, you don't need to use colours, but I'm using colours so that you can we can relate that to the workings. Oh, we also need to know that it is the latest possible train that he's working towards. So we've done step 2. Step 3, it's timetables. Now I've written a process here. Draw and label a sketch of the journey. And what are we looking for? So Stamford is here. Now we need York. We need the meeting here. And the meeting here, we know it starts at 10 o'clock. Now with a train, you don't instantly go from one train to the other. So what I've got here is starting in Stamford, going to Peterborough, which is this bit of the journey here. Then we depart from Peterborough, we get into York, which is this bit of the journey here, and then he walks 30 minutes to get to his meeting here. Now I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to start here because this is the time that I know. You could start here and trial and error to get to this side, but as I say, I'm going to go backwards. So going backwards from 10 o'clock, the latest arrival time I can make is going to be 10 o'clock, subtract 30 minutes is 09:30. Oh, let me just put this in. So the meeting is at 10 o'clock, which relates to the 10 o'clock in the question here. We've then got the 30 minutes walk, and that here relates to this one here. Right, we're looking at the York timetable. These are the times that the different trains get into York. Now, the latest I can get there is 9:30, and this is the latest train. It is the one that goes directly before 9:30. Now, it is cutting it fine. So what you might want to do is choose 8:50. And in fact, using the mark scheme, this is an acceptable answer as well. But I'm going to do exactly what it says in the question, and we're looking at the latest possible train. So I'm going to start with this 9:27 here. When does that get in? When does that start in Peterborough? Well, that's 7:58. So now I'm looking at what, I'm just going to relate that here. And now what we're looking for is a time here that is the closest, but not past this time here. And that one's actually the 7:33. 8:16 would be too late, and therefore we're going for the 7:33. The time that gets in. What time do we actually get? What do we need to be at the station in Peterborough? Well, that's the night. No, it's not this one at all. It's Stamford. We need to get into Stamford here, which is this one. Okay, so we're not actually interested in this one here. We're interested in this one here, which is 7:19. And therefore, if we were to detail the journey, we're saying that he catches the train at Stamford at 7:19. Arrives Peterborough and these relate to these times over here: 7:19, 7:33, 7:58, 9:30. Sorry, it's the latest at 9:30, and actually what we're doing is getting in at 9:27 and arrives at the meeting at 9. So we actually get in at here, and then the 9:30 is where the latest is, but we actually get in at 9:57, which is only 3 minutes. So if you decided to catch the train before the 6:31, which starts at 6:57 from Stamford, that works too.